Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You know business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me not business, me not care if them now already they hear me fun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them not rate me. Me and them no friend, me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk.
Yeah, man, for me the voice to the face knows IG to youths. I don't want to tell about a thing called Talk the Things TV. For the latest in entertainment, news, gossip, and mix-up. Target Things TV have it all. Right? Just remember, go subscribe to the channel and you get everything. Right? You not miss nothing. Everything is right there up front. It's a Guyanese thing. Remember again, GT Youths Indoors, this one. So let's go check it out. Target Things. I'm out.
Yeah, man. Morning. Gotta say good morning to each and everybody out there. Hope you guys having a fantastic Friday. It's Friday. And I'm so happy it's Friday. I don't know what you guys, I don't know what's up with you guys, but it's Friday. I want to say blessed Friday to you guys. Hope you had a wonderful evening. And I hope you guys woke up, yeah, man, with the Spirit of God and the covenants of Almighty Father upon you. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You understand? So big up everybody. You know what's up. It's Friday, the 9th of May. Hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys having a fantastic day. Well, as you guys see the thumbnail and the title, tonight we're going to take a little journey. And we're going to definitely watch, we're going to react to the Prime Minister, Mr. Mark Anthony, definitely speaking upon the police, Guyana Police Force having the report that was supposed to give into the lawyer of Adrianna, Young. You know what I mean? And we're going to dissect that and see what's up, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what's up. I want to shout out to everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and two. Sherry Davis, good morning to you. Ozurize, hope that's the name and not pronouncing it good, but big up to you. Don't know what's up. Miss Key Delight. Shout out to you. Quasi, big up to you also. Top of the morning to you also. Top of the morning to everybody. Yeah, man, hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys are doing fine. You know what I mean? It's a Friday and I definitely woke up feeling blessed. You know, it's the weekend and as it draw near for my birthday, definitely. So, you know, like I told you guys on the 1st of May, I'm definitely hyped. I'm definitely blessed because my birthday is around the corner. So, you know what I mean? The blessings of God, even if I know every day is like my birthday. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. But I just want to say thanks to Almighty God for bringing me so far, you know what I mean, and making me see a next milestone, you know what I mean. And I want to live, you know. I don't really want. If I get a chance to live till 100 or so, I won't mind. But once it's in good way, like That's why, when you're there in your 40s and these kind of things, when you start to meet certain age, you need to start eating certain healthier foods. You got to come off a certain food. You know what I mean? You got to start doing exercise and all these kind of things to make sure that, you uphold the healthiness within you, because, they have a lot of persons out there by the time they meet 60, 65, 70, they drop out and all these things, heart failure, cancer, whatever it is. So, as human beings, we really got to be very, very careful with our body, with what we put inside. You understand? It's like a vehicle. If your vehicle is not driving the way it's supposed to drive, it means that certain stuff inside is not right. If you put certain different stuff in your vehicle, you will see. If you put the wrong stuff into your vehicle, like water or kerosene, nylon, these things, and you don't put proper gas, obviously your vehicle not gonna messed up. You know what I mean? So it's like a human being. Whatever you put inside is this will preserve the outside for look good. So you gotta be careful with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. I know you guys are prepared. You guys are ready. Phone lines are going to be open as we go down in the show. Definitely half an hour, 45 minutes into the show. Then we're going to be opening the phone lines. So, guys, phone lines are not going to be opening now. So, nobody should not need to be calling now. All right. Like I said, you guys see the thumbnail and the title. We speak in definitely the Prime Minister, Mark Antony, speak upon the Adrianna situation. Also, the contractor. Yes, the same man that they go to pin Adrianna disappearance on. Yes, that guy filed 100 million lawsuit, 100 million or something like that lawsuit against the state. You know what I mean? Because he started after that encounter with the officer and so forth. He had a 500,000 work or a couple well work he had that was real, people already pay some of the money and so forth, and he never get to do. You have to give out the people and the bread and all this. So it put him in a real position. If this the word is uncompromised. Sorry, that is what I'm trying to find. A very uncompromised position they put he in, make he lose his work, make he lose his business. You know what I mean? So he's taking legal actions against the state for that people. You know what I mean? Also, we're going to be touching on Baby Skello, getting backlash. Now, Baby Skello, like he end up singing a song, Mother Lachman or something like that. I think it's a Hindu god. And definitely the Hindu community is definitely giving Baby Skello some licks. Also, we're going to try touch on the school cleaner situation. We're going to try touch on a couple of things today with Adrianna Young situation. You know what I mean? We're not going to only stick on one thing right through, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, prayers for the family. And, yeah, man, justice to Adrianna Young at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Justice must be served. Yeah, we must get justice. I'm not going to tell no lie. We must get justice, guys. Yes, I man. Okay, already under security. So like up the live, guys. Like up the live for me, please. Like up the live as we get things in order. We get things in place. You understand? Let's jump into the interview with the Prime Minister right away as we kick off the show quick and fast. We ain't wasting no time with the show. So we're gonna jump into the show. You guys know what's up, all right? I want to know what's your thoughts. Y'all listen carefully to what Mr. Mark Antony is saying, because I watched it in the live last night. And bro, on the live, I watched the interview last night and I was like, these people am really, 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 really like literally really feel Guyanese people is fools. You understand? Now, yesterday, remember when I let you guys heard about the report that the police put out of the autopsy or wherever is it that they had, whereby the liar was trying to get statements upon the report and so forth that they did not get. But then Mr. Mark was making it clear that the police, the police force have the statement and have information that could give. But it only, but what he said for those who got the, he basically trying to say who got the access, forget it. So, I mean, if the police force want to give you, they give it. If they don't want to give you, they don't give you. It's kind of fucked up in a kind of way. I don't understand this system, but it's crazy at this said moment. Guys, like up the live. We got 315 persons on the live. We only got 31 likes. The more you like the live up, the more it reaches out to more persons that could definitely come and drop their thoughts, right? So let's jump into Mark Anthony. Let me get a piece of this interview that went down, guys. Let's get this.
Tragedy. The loudest cry is justice for Adrianna. It's been 14 days since Adrianna's death. Are there any new leads or details that you can tell us about?
Thank you for having me on your program. First of all, I would like to start by again expressing our collective sympathy to the family of Adrianna Young for the tragic manner in which, she lost her life, right? This is an incident that has really, as you truly mentioned, gripped the nation and Guyanese in the wider diaspora. As a father of girls and a grandfather of girls, I feel a sense of loss here too. And like our president, who had already announced that we will leave no stone unturned.
Here they go again with this no stone unturned. This no stones unturned again. Yeah, come on, y'all stop with this bullshit, but no stones unturned, yeah? Foolishness.
To get down to the bottom of this whole issue. As you're aware, we had the post-mortem, and we had 3 pathologists who conducted the post-mortem, and in keeping with the wishes of the family, we had independent pathologists who came. My understanding, 2 of them came from America, and 1 was from Barbados. So the 3 pathologists did their work, and the conclusion is that she died by drowning or from drowning. However, as a government, we've already committed, and I wish to tell you that the investigation is ongoing to determine the manner of death. Very important.
Also, PM Phillips, as you spoke about the pathologists that came to Guyana, South America, to reveal exactly, well, not exactly how Adrianna died, what was the cause of death, and so forth. We didn't get a chance to hear from none of those medical professionals who would really be able to give you the different angles and the dynamics of how and why she died. Is there any press conference at any point in time scheduled for the pathologist to speak directly to the people so they could have an idea of what happened? Might you be able to elaborate on that?
Well, the pathologists have all returned to whichever country they came from. I'm not aware of any arrangement to have a press conference by the pathologists, but of course there was an opportunity lost in the sense that while they would have intended to have a press conference at the end of the examination, the whole of Georgetown was in a state of disorder, right? And you would have seen from the footages that even one of the pathologists had to, maneuver through an unruly gathering to get from one part of the building to another part. And obviously that itself would have affected the whole process of having a press conference at the end.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know why they keep happening to me. Let me start over from the top. Now let's hold it down there for a minute. Now he mentioned that the pathologist was scared at that said moment because of what was really occurring in Guyana at that time. Phone lines are not open as yet until I say phone lines are open. Okay, guys? So please work with me. No phone call now until just now I'm going to be opening the phone lines. Okay, remember when we don't open the phone lines as soon as the show start. Let the show bill in, let people come in, let the people get to hear what's going on, hear what I'm going to be showing to you guys, then you call in and give me your take on it, right? So I soon open the phone line. Just bear with me. Now back to what I was saying with the minister, the Prime Minister, Mr. Anthony, all right? Mark Anthony. Now, like I was saying, two things, right? He said because of the state was in whatever with the protests and the whole burning and whatever make these people them frightened. And then he said I thought these guys were scared. Now, one thing, these guys being scared was not scared of the people them was in the hospital, in the vicinity, because they had people outside and they had people inside of this compound, right? When we see whole day, all of these journalists was live showing us everything. So we see what's going on. Now, what I feel, what I think that made these pathologists kind of afraid is because of how the police handle the situation, I feel. Because obviously we saw these pathologists came in after, you understand, the securities them that clear in front of the hospital when they started to shoot and all these kind of thing, right? Clearing the people them, that's when these people them was fear, cause that's when them come. That's when we saw two of the pathologists came and they had some people in the yard and persons that was in the yard was saying that, yo, we not gonna do these guys nothing. We just want to hear what is the result. Persons was saying that clearly. Clearly persons was saying, yo, we ain't want to do we ain't doing these people them nothing. So when I hear they was saying that, oh, people was afraid why is doing the autopsy and these guys was so shocked and that because of what was going on. Now, if the instructions from the commissioner was that, yo, are you going to light with the people them? Don't attract too much of tension, whereby not too much of shooting and all these kind of thing, because we want to get this thing started out. None of that was not mentioned to these guys. These guys were sent to do what they wanted to do. Now, let me go to the part when he asks if these guys gonna do a press conference. Now the Prime Minister made it clear saying that because of how the state was with the burning of tires and the looting and so forth, that's why these guys did not get a chance to do a interview or a press conference letting persons know what really went down, or what's the whole matter of the death of Adrianna, right? He said that all because of that day is why they didn't do nothing. Now you trying to tell me the government gonna protect these guys? What you mean by the state and the state? Despite all of these burning was going on and all of these riot was going on, these pathologists could have been took to any vicinity to do the interview or the press conference stating all of these things that we saw the president and the doctor, the minister came out and mentioned. So he telling we there is total crap. Even if they couldn't do it personally, they could do it via. They could be in the hotel, put on their cameras, and it could be issued to the public, whereby they say what they had to say. They could do a live, they could do a recording and send it. They had so much ways whereby these pathologists could have done a press conference. So he mentioning that how the place was in the state and all these things, and these guys was afraid, and that's bullcrap. Because if you send security to protect these guys, take these guys from one point to the next, move them from the hotel, move them to here, or move them, they're secured. They're in security arms. So they you know what I mean? Obviously, you could allow them for do a press conference. You understand? Says Beers Conti that he's saying at this point. Let me continue with what he's saying. We soon open the phone lines, guys. Just a minute. I'm going to let you guys know when phone lines are open.
Well, PM Phillips, it's standard operating procedure.
Exactly.
After any procedure is done, the doctors will come to the forefront. But so that's behind us. But we're in the age of technology now.
But remember, I want to stop you there. They did have a briefing. The family was present during the postmortem examination, and the pathologist did had meeting and brief the family. They would have also briefed, like the president had a briefing, the minister of health had a briefing, as a matter of fact, and you would have seen that we had a press conference that was presided over by the president and the minister of health.
Yes, I agree with you. With all due respect to our president, when it comes to anything medical, only a medical person could really speak to exactly what transpired. But I'm sure we have some medical professionals on this platform. We could reconvene on that. Let's talk about the staff and the first police officers on the scene at the Doubleday Hotel. Was there a search, and were their devices seized for evidence? Could you expand or expound on that?
Let me say up front, like you, I agree that there were missteps. They would have had searches. The police would have taken action, but I will not pronounce on that on this program. What I want to assure you, that the ongoing investigation would get down to the bottom of everything that occurred, including the searches, what time they were done, right? What was seized, etc. So we have to await the outcome of the investigation. I don't want to prejudice the investigation by offering my views as to whether a search was done or whether it was done properly or not. Let us await the outcome of the investigation.
Okay, PM Phillips, as you spoke about missteps. Okay, so I want to ask you directly: did the Guyana police force, did they lie to deceive the public? Okay, you heard a lot of stories about footage of Adrianna entering the Doubleday Hotel, but there was no evidence of her leaving. But one of your commanders, did come forth and said that he had evidence showing that she left the hotel. So this is why we have the discrepancy with the audience and people around the world. Okay, did the Guyana police force lie or try to deceive the family and the nation of Guyana?
There was misinformation in the initial reporting, and perhaps the commander should have done a better job at verifying whatever information is presented to him. Again, you're aware that the commander was relieved of his appointment immediately, and that and other actions by the commander will be part of the investigation.
Thank you. We have an intimate panel. We have Dr. Griffith here with us this morning, and we have two Guyanese medical professionals, born and bred in Guyana, but now residing here in the United States. And I'm sure, I know they want to ask questions, but we'll just keep it around where it is. We just want truth, transparency, because this has really garnered attention from every part of the globe. Welcome in, Dr. Griffith. How are you again this morning? Dr. Griffith, we can see you. Can you hear us? I think we lost Dr. Griffith. When Dr. Griffith comes back in, please pop in. Nurse Patricia Riley. Oh, here he is. Dr. Griffith, can you hear us?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Jar. Prime Minister, I want to join with you and others in this program and elsewhere in offering condolence to the family and regret at the tragedy. I very much believe, as I think everyone would agree, that in every episode and every circumstance like this, there are lessons to be learned. And one of the lessons to be learned is the importance of ensuring that there is accountability going forward. One of the lessons to be learned, I think, is to be sure that there is the credibility of the police force that will be restored. Confidence needs to be restored in the police force. And I very much like the pledge made by President Ali last week that as part of the accountability in the building of confidence, there'll be international actors brought in to help with the investigation. But I haven't heard who some of those international actors will be. We've heard that calls were made for the FBI, for Scotland Yard, for the RCMP. My question to you is, can you give us a sense of who from outside of Guyana will be brought in to help the investigation to both establish accountability and to help rebuild the confidence and credibility in the police force?
Thank you for your question, Professor. I think it's a bit too early to tell you who will be the agencies that will come to Guyana. I can assure you that we've already started discussion with our security cooperation partners aimed at getting whatever support, whatever assistance in conducting the inquiry, and also in helping us to progress with the reform measures of the police force coming out of an incident like this. At home, we've already made some changes. And you're quite aware that, on the books, we had this standing operating procedure where 24 hours would have had to pass before, you take any major action on receiving a missing person report. As it is now, we have changed that. Immediately on receipt of a missing person report, the police is now obligated to take action. And not only act alone, but act in an interagency setting with all the other agencies that will able to assist in, like bringing closure or finding the solution, whether it will be rescuing the person or whether it will have to be a recovery. And we have seen that change. Incidentally, that change took place on a weekend. And so that we had 3 incidents of missing person and we were able to solve all 3 cases. So the reform has already started as a result of this incident, but of course there are greater and more strategic things to be done, and we will work with our security partner at the right time, having tied up the arrangements and the commitments from our security cooperation partners. We will make that available to the public as to who are the agencies outside of Guyana, external to Guyana, that will be part of the inquiry, and also that will be part of the reforming of the police force. Because as a government, we remain not only committed to this case in getting to the bottom of it, but to ensure every public agency do their work better today than they were doing it yesterday.
Wonderful.
And the police force is one of the agencies that all Guyanese agree must go through some reform process, especially coming out of an incident like this.
Wonderful. Wonderful. GR, do I have time to pose another issue to the Prime Minister and to get some
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Prime Minister, you mentioned, I think, quite importantly, the unavailability of the medical personnel because they've returned to their countries of residence. But I want to suggest that with the availability of technology, there still is a possibility as part of building the confidence, part of ensuring that the facts are laid bare. Would it not be feasible to have a virtual press?
Same thing. You see that? Did you hear what he just now said? Wasn't it ensured to do a virtual? What you know what I mean? Is lies upon lies upon lies. The same thing I'm saying. Viewers and subscribers, that's the thing with me fire feelings, you know. And that's the things with a lot of person that is watching this live right now. We are not fools. We are not idiots. We know definitely what's up, what could be done, what could happen. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You understand? That's the same thing I said from earlier before I even start playing this. I made it clear that these guys, even if you didn't get them into your position, like these guys could have been in the country and still do a press conference by video. So what you're telling me about frightened and how the state was and all these things, it don't make no sense what you're telling us, bro. It doesn't make no sense. Come on, come on. People are seeing, people know what's going on. Why y'all keep playing with people and feel like we don't have a clue or don't know what's going on? Stop this, bro. Let's continue.
Conference. Get those practitioners on Zoom, on whatever platform, to give the assurance, because you see, part of the confidence deficit is people not feeling, both in Guyana and in the diaspora, they're not hearing, to use Guyanese parlance, from the horse's mouth. I'll tell you one thing that I'm regretful that has not happened is the Commissioner of Police and the Crime Chief holding a press conference, laying out the facts. And the absence of those facts from the people at the top, you've got a number of alternative facts from the social media ecosystem. So I think part of the building of confidence is to have people at the top of the police force, people who are in the medical professionals, speak directly. All the facts may not be pleasing, but the facts are there, what they are. So I want to recommend, it's not too late to get a press conference virtual of those medical practitioners, lay the facts out as they are today, but also have periodic press conferences. Commissioner of Police and his team assuring people that here is what it is. We know that there are missteps made along the way, but I think building confidence requires people hearing from the top, not from the political directorate, but from the professional directorate, the police force, the medical practitioners.
Well, Professor, I hear you. And they're good points you're making. The family, if the family so wish, they can make such a request. The pathologists are available. There's a written report that was submitted to the police, and the police can take that report. They can have a press briefing. The police operates independently of government, right? We don't necessarily have to tell the police that they must do a press conference. They're the ones who to determine whether they should do it or not. But I hear you, in the interest of, credibility and, bringing some closure and clearing up any misunderstanding and doubts in the wider Guyanese population, both at home and in the diaspora. I'm perhaps quite aware that the police even themselves are listening to this program, and they might very well, right, be so moved to have a press conference. As a government, we're obligated
Doing that.
to ensuring that we have closure to the family and closure to the Guyanese people on this matter. We are more interested in transparency and all the fancy things that we talk about in any incident. We are not interested in the politicization of this incident. So if that is helpful, I'll be the first as Prime Minister of Guyana to say, we are open to every action that will be helpful in the name of transparency, in the name of bringing closure to the family. I'm aware that the family has an attorney. In fact, they have changed attorney, and they have an attorney now who, in today's paper in Guyana, has made a statement that he's gathering information, and he will be making a pronouncement soon. The government remains open to facilitating all corners, all avenues, right, that will bring closure to this incident.
Wonderful.
What we want to appeal to the people is, let us allow the authorities to do their work.
How could we allow the authorities to do the work when they're dragging their feet, Mr. Prime Minister? Mr. Mark Anthony, with all due respect, you know to yourself you're talking trash. First and foremost, when he started the police, they cannot tell the police to do a press conference. The police work independently from the government. What trash is though? This total trash. Me not understand though. The government can't tell the police that they have to do a press conference if they're seeing that the police is dragging their feet. Now, I've saw so much murders that occur around the world. Now, basically feeding upon American news and these things. So sometimes we can get Russia, we can get certain place, right? But I'm speaking upon logics, upon what I know in life. I see so much school shooting, so much murders, so much everything, and we see the commissioner of the police force, whichever state, whether it's Oklahoma, whether it's Pennsylvania, whether it's Texas, you understand? Whether it's Maryland, Baltimore, wherever state. Let me just focus on America, right? Wherever state, any form of tragedy like this happen, you always see the commissioner of that state, of that police force, come out and they actually talk. They do a press conference whereby they have all the medias. Everybody is there asking questions that they could give. Now, a form of that is something that gives the people, the family members, not only the citizens of the country, but the family members of the country, a very more pleased manner when you come out and you talk like that. When you come out and you make a statement and say these kind of things, it gives we a more pleasement inside that, oh scrap. At least these man saying something, these man showing a little remorse on Why we didn't see the commissioner or the crime chief came out and said something. Now somebody called the other day and said they feel why the crime chief ain't saying nothing because he's seeing corruption and he trying to stay out. This cunt making coming forward or saying on that's total stupidness, bro. You have a right as a crime chief to come and say something. You have a right as a crime chief, as a commander, as a commissioner to come out and say something differently from the president or the prime minister. That is your being to do as you are the head of security of the citizens of the country. So what the Mr. Mark Anthony is saying that how the police work independently. So wait, if the government seeing that the police dragging a foot in all kind of foolish way and foolish manner, you trying to tell me that how the government does not have the right to say, yo, push your body, we are there on strip, you're lacking on sort. What do you mean? I see how much time we see movies and all whereby the commissioner or the commander of whatever department is say, yo, right now the government is up my ass. We need answers, we need questions, we need answers. What y'all doing? I see that because why? After a time, if the government see that the citizens are definitely rooting against the police force that is not releasing or giving the public answers upon any situation that occur in their country, in their state, in their village, that simply means that these guys are mixed up with this stuff. Simply shows that these guys are mixed up with this stuff. We soon open the phone lines in the hour realms. So we mean that the commissioner and the crime chief could do what they want. It's basically this we saying. If they want to give a statement, they give a statement. If they don't want to give a statement, to hell with you. Look, I can remember the call I was calling, and the man said, yo, your father went to the Georgian hospital to do some surgery on something, end up there. They caught some skunt and killed this man. And a day like today, they can't tell what is the cause. They caught this man and this man died. Now, this is what's going on. With we as Guyanese people, we got to go through. And this is decades ago. This happening and it's still happening a day like today. We are not getting answers. Every time we forget answers about something, these guys them feel like they could tell we what they want, tell we do whatever they want to do, and they'll say, fuck it. To fuck with y'all. That basically is like they do it like a joke in the way and say, get your ass. We tired of this, bro, and we seen his stupidness car. Mr. Mark Anthony definitely has been programmed. Imagine he's saying that the commissioner got report, and when Adrianna liar turned up to get report, get a statement on the investigation, he cannot give no statement. But then when the man came out and all of the journalists found out what's going on and he explained that, yo, the commissioner lacking. Next day, they're going to release some fucking thing saying that there is some statement for some evidence with some autopsy. And then when I gave you all the autopsy yesterday, it came back to the same thing. Till a person comment and said, oh, we ain't get no answer or we move further from where we went yesterday. Because the statement with the police force put out, lame. The statement that the police force put out, lame as hell. Duh is not vulnerable for nothing. We can't do nothing with Duh. What we doing with Duh? What can we do with that? Police release preliminary findings of Adrianna Young forensic examination report. One big stupid fucking report them give we. And feel like we stupid with what they're telling we. We have to make it. We have to make it. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. Sorry there. Listen to what he just now said.
Allow the investigation to proceed. Government is facilitating. We don't want this thing to be political. I am aware that there are forces in Guyana that has made it political, and there are some other forces that has made it criminal too. Because as you're aware, Monday and Tuesday we had public disorder in Guyana. We had looting, we had mayhem. The police had to come out, and the police had to work, through the night.
Let me pause it there for a minute. Let's hold it there for 1 minute. Why you keep saying that? Who making it political, and why do we have to make it political? Aren't we seeing that this is straight? This is pointing at a political status. Don't you feel, Mr. Mark Anthony, that it is pointing at a political status? I haven't heard no other party came out and mentioned nothing saying it's a political status, whereby all they are saying is that they feel, and we are seeing it, that we definitely see that it has to do something with the government within these realms. Because why? The boss man for the hotel, why haven't we really seen no wanted bulletin for him since? Why haven't we saw him literally got locked up? Why hasn't he got sentenced? Now we hear he was held for 72 hours, then released because of some evidence, something they must. He didn't have enough evidence, because basically this with them is released here after 72 hours if they don't have enough evidence. But there was so much evidence there to hold you. Now put aside the boss man, the son. Now let me go back to the boss man. We're really y'all hiding, we're really y'all protecting this man about? Why do we have to say it's a political situation? Because we are seeing that the government is dragging their feet with this. A commander, aka assistant commissioner, lied, blatantly lied that he has footage. The government came out and said that, it's a female from the command center that put in a wrong data. Now, all of these things showing that is it coming like the government got something to do with this? Must be. That's why persons are saying that. Because we want to know why the government ain't make Hickins come out and say anything. The government have the power to order, just like how the president came out and say, I instructed the commissioner to gather up a group of investigators to investigate the death of Adrianna Young. So why you can't, you understand, just like how you did by telling the commissioner to gather up the investigation, or should we say instruct. I gave the commissioner instructions to gather up a group of investigators to investigate Adrianna Young murder. So you can give this same commissioner instructions to push the body with the investigation. You can give the police force or the commissioner instructions to let the family know what's going on with the report, or give the lawyer, or to do a press conference. You can't instruct but then Mr. Mark Anthony come here to tell we that how the government can't tell the police force what to do or what not to do when it comes to investigate. This is total shit. This is total foolishness.
Into the next day to restore order. And while
Hear this.
there were missteps in Region 3 pertaining to the incident, I want to take the opportunity to publicly commend the Guyana Police Force for regaining order to a disorderly situation. that Guyana was in on the conclusion of the post-mortem. The police worked through the night and they were able, with the Guyana Defense Force, to regain control and maintain order in Guyana. And I want to appeal to the people out there. You have a right in a democratic state known as the Cooperative Republic of Guyana to protest peacefully. You do not have a right to get into a state of disorder and damage private property, and public infrastructure. We're not subjects. We're no longer a colony. We're a republic. We're citizens, and citizens have rights and responsibilities. So while at the same time you have a right to protest, you have a responsibility to do it in an orderly, peaceful manner. And as a government...
And let's pause it there for a minute. Let's pause it there for a second. Now, you mentioned clearly that the police restored peace. Now, and shout out to everybody that definitely that was not implementing nobody to go and do, whereby robbing people, breaking into businesses and all these kind of things. We was not condoning none of that. Persons who came out and say to do that, you're wrong. Peaceful protest is right. Because all of that, it doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, things like this is get out of hand when the people of the country see that the government is trying to make them a fool. Now, Adrianna death, if it didn't touch certain persons, we understand. But Adrianna death touched a lot of people around the world, not only including Guyana. And what the people them did, yes, they did wrong, but they got a time when things like this is get out of hand, because we are seeing that we are being made a fool. We are seeing that we are being made an ass. We are seeing that over and over this is happening. So guess what's going on? People tired. People say, yo, fuck it. We gonna just fuck up and done. Yes, it's wrong. But look at places that these things don't happen. It's because of how the system is in their country. How the government have things going on. Now look, they got similar situation like this happen in different states in this country called America. Have we ever saw anybody go out and behave like this in this kind of manner? No, because the government know how to handle situations like this. They send out the commissioner to talk. They send out the commander. The mayors them is go out and talk. Even the president is go. They you know what I mean? These are things that the people them is feel comfort with. That okay, at least we could see these people them at least doing something. Nothing wasn't being done on Adrianna's behalf. Nothing wasn't being done on Adrianna's behalf. That's why people say, yo, we're going to take this shit into our own hand, and this is it. But at the end of the day, I still do not condone person that was robbing people and all these kind of things, harming citizens. I'm definitely no with that. But if the place got to get burned or whatever is it, that they had to do that, just to make it clear that, yo, we is not fools, then it had to happen. It's the things is be. Real thing. We soon open the phone lines, guys. We're going to be opening the phone lines like in 5 minutes. Yeah, in the next 5 minutes, we're going to be opening the phone line. All right, guys? Okay.
Speaking on my behalf as Prime Minister, we will not condone any public disorder. However, democracy must prevail, and people have a right to peaceful protest.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Phillips, when we talk about protests, whether it's in Guyana or anywhere in the world, a lot of times people are really protesting peacefully, but they're insurgents. They're people that are instigating Not all the time, or in most cases, it's never the protesters. There are always instigators. So you always have to pay attention to what's happening and try to address it from every angle.
You want me to answer that? We're in the
Yes,
age of technology now. We have safe city and safe country in Guyana. It therefore means that we have footages, real-time images, where you're seeing the same peaceful protesters degenerate into a mob and mob behavior. So this whole issue about telling us that, oh, the peaceful protesters were infiltrated by criminals and wrongdoers, that will not necessarily hold in every instance, because the footage do not lie. Those real-time footages, you've seen the same people who started out peacefully end up degenerating into riotous behavior. So the message is clear. You have a right to peaceful protests. Once you up the ante and it becomes disorderly, we have a responsibility to maintain public order. The political activists, the political players, they're the ones who also have a responsibility not to aggravate these so-called peaceful protesters and get them to behave in a riotous manner. And we have seen political leaders in our country, political activists, right, who are not only part and parcel of leading the protests, but also, they're there urging them on. We've heard statements, we heard press conferences that you were privy to, right? We have people who claim to be academics and lecturing at big fancy universities in America, who have television programs and are telling the Guyanese people, right, that what the people did there was right and more is to come. As a government, we will not condone that. So I'm saying to all the political actors out there who have an interest in disorder in Guyana, we as a government, we have a responsibility to maintain order in Guyana. And whatever are the agencies responsible for maintaining order in Guyana, they have a right under the Constitution of Guyana to take the necessary actions to maintain order in Guyana.
Prime Minister Phillips, we appreciate everything with this interview. That's why this interview was so important. You heard a lot of stories.
Let me stop it right there. When you stop it there, because we don't see clearly that these people them really take we for a fool, bro. You see it, man? And that's why I wanted ready to show this video this morning, because I want you guys see the illiterateness where we as Guyanese people got to go through, bro. He's what we call a house mouse. Hey, I love y'all bad over here, so I swear. Anyway, 347-801-6231. The phone lines are definitely open. Let's get some call in and see what you guys have on your thoughts. Good morning. Welcome down to the show.
Exactly. Just, see a house mouse. Understand? It's so much then. Understand? No, I didn't even know. No, I've been following. I'm Guyanese, so I follow Guyana. I didn't even know that Guyana had a prime minister.
Yo, that's crazy. That is, I thought all the time is Jack Diomino. Is a man enlightened me the other day.
Exactly. So what the fuck Jack Dio doing talking when there's a president and a prime minister for this country? It's fucking crazy.
Well, I hope you all see what's going on.
This is crazy. I didn't know shit about this Mark Anthony. You can't even address these guys properly as no fucking prime minister.
I'm telling you, man.
Just address him as Mark Anthony, because that's what he is. And as I tell you, understand, people with common sense, the eyes never lie. Look at people in the eyes. Understand? You see the professor? He could trade places with the professor. I don't even think he could trade places with the professor. The professor could trade places with him. But the professor is speaking like a boss.
Real thing.
And the questions that the professor is asking him, he is not addressing it.
No, he's not. He's not.
Straight. The professor asked him about the police. Understand? And he's going to say that they can't talk to the police. So that's the reason. No, let these motherfuckers keep talking. It shows all the ignorance. It shows that really and truly how ignorant the government is and the police force is. He's talking about you can't make this politics. No one is making it politics. It's leading to politics. Because how could the police act like that at the hotel and the government didn't say anything about it?
Straight. And then you telling me that the police force act independently from the Wisconsin is the what is this?
Exactly. And now what you was given a point here earlier, saying in the whole of New York, the whole of Canada, and even Europe, right? Whenever shit happened within 24 hours, the top boy for that district
see
just
that,
give
man?
a press conference.
Yeah.
Just give a press conference, and they might not tell you the leads they have, but they can tell you everything that happened, so people will have an understanding and give the self-arrest.
Good. Definitely is what he's saying, bro.
So what the fuck is he talking about? But shit, he doesn't fit to have that position. Now check it now, right? Now let's go back to the scene. When all of these police was on the scene by the hotel, you see any one of them with a book in the hand taking the statement?
Nothing. Everybody just stand up like their head ain't good.
That's to show how uneducated and ignorant the Guyana police force is. Straight, because no police there was taking document. All of them was just stand up shock. Who know was like shock that the rope it done out fast, and who they know was shocked like, whoa, this was happening.
I telling you, boy.
We're dealing with fucking common sense here. So when these people come talking to the world right now that has sense, we're seeing how illiterate the Guyana police force and the fucking party and that running the government. We're looking at this thing as political. They are talking about it as political because the political time is coming. They are talking about it as political because they don't care anything about Adrianna. Right now they care about getting back in power. And for right now they're weak in Guyana and they see they're losing. So right now he is not talking with no sense and substance. And then boom now, right? When he's gonna tell in the people that the people break out. Understand? I was watching a video that another guy put up a video that the police them, understand, and not even the police, the plain clothes are working for sheriff because sheriff does work with the police to help killing people too.
Good.
Understand? The guy showed that these guys broke into a Chinese shop, right? And the police and the plain clothes, the guys there from sheriff with guns and thing, and he's telling all the guys, turn over and hide your face. Where and what country you see the police call criminals and telling them to hide their face?
I telling you, boy.
Unless they want to take them away and kill them, or unless they want to hide up something.
Obviously, it got to be done.
To be showing criminals' face so that the society and the citizens could see that these people is criminals.
Crazy, boy. This is fucking crazy.
So they hiding their face up, understand me, because they working for them. It is pointing to everything. So nobody's making it political. It's pointing straight there. That's why everybody with common sense, I hope the majority of Guyanese have common sense so that this party can really come out for real. For real. I really hope that majority of Guyanese have common sense. It has nothing to do with race right now. It has literally to do with Guyanese doing better. Straight.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, man.
I'm glad you're sticking the video, right? So let it keep running. You see that girl that's going to talk to him? We need more people like her to interview him because I watched it last night too. Understand? Yeah, straight. We need more people like her. When you start hitting him, you're going to see what's going to happen, man. So we can go down in it. I'm going to show you back later.
Good. Hello, good morning. Welcome down to the show. Where you calling us from? Shit. Phone lines are open. We're going to take like 5 more calls and we're going to get back into maybe going to get back into the show. Like the caller just said, we want to hear what the young female told him. All right, so phone lines are definitely open. 347-801-6231, guys. Phone lines are running on the screen. Definitely. Also, guys, you could definitely donate by purchasing a super sticker or a super chat, guys. Come on, you know the vibe. You know the vibe. All right, guys. Phone lines are open. You're going to take 2 more calls. Okay, let's get back into the video as people getting themselves together with the phone call. Cause you don't know. Yeah, I know the thing already.
Happening coming out from Guyana, but unless you're able to speak directly to the people, unless the administration, the present administration, comes to the forefront to have conversations about what's going on, people are going to be misled. So, I'm really thanking you for your time today. We have two more guests here before we bring in parliamentarian Amansa
Okay, let's get this
Walton
call
Nazir.
here. Hello, good morning,
Nurse
Miss
Patricia,
Rose.
what question would you like
Hi,
to
baby.
ask?
What's up, honey?
I good here, sir. Got you up on the live.
Yeah, baby. What's up, honey?
What's your take on this?
I don't watch you here right now. I enjoy your program, man.
All right, Auntie. Thank you a lot. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, Auntie, for checking in. Let me call back this caller here and see what was on her thoughts. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the donation. Definitely. Sean James, big up yourself. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. I saw the Miss Cassie. Let me call you back. What's your thoughts on this? Okay, seems like we lost. Seems like we lost that caller. Okay, we're gonna get back into the let's get back into the definitely get back into the show, all right?
Honorable Prime Minister Phillips this morning.
Good morning, Prime Minister Phillips, and thank you
Good
for
morning,
being
Nurse.
here. I, like everyone else has expressed, this story of Adrianna Young has really touched me as a mother, as a health professional, and my continued prayers go out to her parents and family. I just want to touch on a couple of things that you said. I appreciate you applauding the Guyana Police Department for the work that they have done in uh, maintaining order, if you will, to the riots and the unruly behavior. Um, but what I want to point out is that that same police force, um, if they had worked expeditiously and dutifully and uh, truthfully in the inception of this scenario where they were informed of this young girl being missing, we probably would not have gotten to the extent of looting and unruly behavior that we saw that ensued as a result of this incident. Because prior to this scenario unfolding, there was none of that behavior. And I truly believe my perception is that, my perspective is that all of this ensued because the Guyanese people became enraged because of, not just because a little girl was missing, but because of, you said misinformation. I call it blatant deceitfulness. I heard earlier in the conversation there were talks about a commissioner or a commander of police who blatantly not misinformed the family but lied. There is footage of him, on his phone telling the family, I have the video of your daughter leaving here. That's not just misinformation. That's blatant disrespect because to this hour, I think, the public has not seen a footage of that video that he so vehemently claimed that he had on his phone. So, just again, as an onlooker, it's not just about misinformation, it's about deceitfulness as well. And a lot of time was lost with that one particular detail that derailed the family from being able to search for their daughter at that hotel. They were derailed from what they could have been doing and could have potentially saved her life. So I just want to emphasize that aspect of the police force. Investigations are happening, but this is the very same force and the same group of people that the Guyanese people don't have confidence in. And so my first question on as it relates to the police force or the police department is what actions are going to be taken by the Guyana government to ensure that persons who are placed in a place to protect the Guyanese people and to fight for the Guyanese people, what is the vetting process to ensure that these are people of integrity and these are people who are truly going to look after the well-being of the Guyanese people? What changes? I understand that persons have been placed on administrative leave and things of that nature, but what processes have been put in place right now to ensure that this does not continue to happen in the police department?
Well, I've listened to you, Nurse, and part of the answers to your question was already given. We've already had a commander who was relieved of his command.
The commander should have been fucking arrested. The commander is supposed to be fired, not relieved. That's fuckery. We don't want to hear that the commander was relieved of his duty. The commander need to be held accountable for Adrianna death because he was in there all the time and he know that little girl was inside of that fucking hotel all the time. He's a part of the conspiracy. It literally shows. We know we are talking about relief of his duty, relief cunt. What he face indeed.
We all agree that there were missteps, right? Due to misinformation, the commander was relieved. We have people who were dismissed from the police force, and we've already committed to an investigation of the police force to get down to the bottom.
Down to the host, chat. I don't know if you could see down to the host. You could see the host face. The host like, yo, you talking crap. The big man in the middle, professor, he not saying, yo, you talking shit.
And coming out of that investigation, the report will be a source to guide us in reforming the police force. So yes, there were missteps. There were changes in command. People were sent home or dismissed from the force. And we've already committed ourselves as a government, which will happen in any country by any government, even the United States of America, to have a commission of inquiry to get on to exactly to the bottom of what happened. And the terms of reference will all...
Yeah, we just now said to have a commissioner of inquiry. For let me know what's going on, for get down to the bottom of this. The commissioner hasn't inquired nothing.
Always include...
Was he inquired?
Recommendations as to how we can do things better and where we should take reform.
Hello, good morning. Welcome down to the show.
Good morning.
Hi, were you calling us from Guyana?
Yes, I'm calling from Guyana.
Yeah, what's your take on this, sweetheart?
Well, see, all these things that were going on, I'm really not too pleased. From since the first beginning I hear about this girl's story, I was never pleased. The time, right? I said to say, right? The time that those people was out there, the guy know that his child was out there, right? It take stupid persons not to realize that, hey, there's a hotel. She's just 11 years old. How far she could probably go? And most of the time, police guy come and tell you, you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And this thing really troubles me a very, very, very lot.
I tell
because I can't understand. It's just I always so think I can't understand what's going on. Like I have a 4-year-old. And 2020 is when Mr. Harley turned president, right? And since then, my son was always watching this news, right? And he always say that he looked up to Mr. President, right? So he said, when you grow up, you want to be the president. I said, why? Because as a smart, he liked Mr. Harley, right? He didn't look up to him. As boy looked up to him. But now, he asked him question now, what's going on in the country? Why is going on? Why could tell him no? Because all the things fall under the government. If the police will walk fastly at what they're doing, this is never going to happen in this place.
Right.
They blame the police to everything. If the police is fast to everything going now, is the police of it. So I don't know whatever is going around, come around before me pushing everything. It's the police is fast to everything is going on.
I telling you, my sister, straight.
They're supposed to fire all of them.
This is why he's saying, me know we talking about people was relieved of their duties and sent home.
No.
People gotta get fired and people gotta get locked up.
Exactly.
Because the the commander know what was going on all the time. The commander went in there when the girl was in there. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they don't watch Law and Harder or MCIS. I'm watching these things and for the police watching these things going on. It's fine.
Good.
But we know we get dirty cops. We always know we get dirty cops.
Yep.
Where is the good ones?
Straight.
Where is the good ones? Because we get dirty cops. Where is the good one? Why the good ones? You come out and say, all right.
And say
we got all them dirty, man.
You see? Because why? Them man, they're under the order of the big boy. So, don't the good ones can't even say nothing. Because if the good ones say something, they're going to get held accountable with some scunt. Is that they're going to lose a job or they might dead. This is happen. You don't feel enough people don't want to talk and no sister, but people don't know what's going to happen. That's why. You know what I mean? But it's real fucked up, real thing. Thank you for your calling, sis.
I don't know what happened to election. What happened there?
We all got to do it. Yeah, I got to know we are voting. That's all. Yeah, I got to know we are doing.
I have my high with Mr. President. I don't make my hand fall.
I tell you. Thank you, sis. So you get the next call. Okay. All right. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Very good, sir.
Yes, I turn on your TV now. Turn on your TV.
Yes, sorry about that.
Yeah.
That is only PM, Prime Minister.
I'm telling you, it's very surprising. Yes, sir.
That is only PM, and he talking about technology, but they can't get a report. The men and them can't even some video the report to the family or video the report to the guys and them the pathologists.
Yo.
You exploiting on technology. And it's an email, it's a WhatsApp, and you can send WhatsApp the people the information from the pathologist. I don't understand these people. This guy only Prime Minister with all that gibberish he talking. I don't understand. He putting his foot in his mouth. He putting his foot in his mouth. I from Trinidad, right?
Respect.
And we just get rid of that tyrant of our government.
Yes.
But it's going through the same goddamn thing in Trinidad.
Okay.
I don't know if you know nobody around the administration with Stuart Young, small pin. These fellas was destroying this country. Okay. All they need to take a step and get rid of that government. If that is the kind of choppiness all they hear, you know, from all the Prime Minister, all you really need to get rid of that.
Thank you,
that's the utmost, that's the pinnacle of illiteracy I ever hear.
Straight. You see, people seeing.
Unbelievable.
I telling you, boy.
If that's all the Prime Minister, all they need to get rid of that quick.
I shame for say yes. Yeah, my brother. Thanks for coming through. I get the next call.
Have a blessed day. Good program, bro.
Yo, hey, well, I tell you, I shame like dog. Yeah, I telling you, for here with a TT man call and say, if this we Prime Minister, with all of the foolishness we talking, you know what I mean? I don't know how much Prime Minister this government really got, because all the time I thinking, Jack Dio was the Prime Minister. So a day now, I up on my phone and I wanted a photograph. This is when I started my show, a photograph of the Prime Minister. So I go to Google and I type in Guyana Prime Minister, photo of Guyana Prime Minister. And I saw Mark Anthony pop up and I was like, Mark Anthony? Who is this Prime Minister? Me not understand what's going on. Well, in a minute there, guys. Just a minute, wait. Hi, good morning. Where you calling us from? Turn on your TV, please.
Hold on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know how much Prime Minister this government really got, because all the time.
Yes, sweetie.
Pleasant good morning.
Pleasant good morning, sweetie. Go ahead.
Pleasant good morning. I'm calling from Guyana.
Yeah,
This is the first time I'm calling to the show. I've been following you.
Thank you.
On the show. every morning. I must congratulate you for doing the show because you have been enlightening the world with a lot of information that people don't know.
Straight
You are
up.
busy, have to go to work and all these things.
Yeah, man.
Now, I have been watching a press conference with the same thing that you have on your screen presently. And this question is really for our Prime Minister. I don't know where he crawled out from. I can't tell when last I see him to come to talk about nothing.
I swear.
As everything is Mr. Jack
Dio.
like he is the president. Right? But he said something, and I really wanted to know this answer to this question. Who is really controlling the Guyana police force? Because yesterday he said that there are a private entity. Friend, Guyana people need to listen to what this man really been talking, who you know, need to go back and listen. I haven't said it. He has said it from his own mouth. Apparently, better just drag you out and dash you out there, black man again. Go out there and read this, what we say. Read exactly what we say. You understand? The next thing, I don't move away from that. We don't know what's going on with Adrianna, but now one thing I gotta say is that we can get justice. Because everybody keeps saying one thing over and over. We all got to just keep praying and have that love. Love conquers everything. You understand?
Straight up, my sister.
Love.
Straight up.
Love.
Yeah,
love.
man.
We need to show more love to each other. This is no joke.
Real talk.
This is a wake-up time because they're telling us we're going to take out your picnic and we're going to kill them and you can't do one fuckery out here. You understand?
Basically.
No, you going to tell me
that
the police force independent, Dread.
This stupidness, bro. Me not understand us. You, the government can't tell the police, yo, push little mouth, you're doing fucking.
There's the Prime Minister.
I never hear that.
Telling the world
I never.
that the police force is private. Who paying the police force?
This is what he's saying is not the government.
Who's giving the police force vehicle?
And
them, we're not stupid.
The president say you get them 5,000 Canberra. So, I don't. Yo.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm watching. I'm listening. Another thing I want to tell the world. You see that pool over there? Watch it from the aerial video. It's a boat. To trample the black people then.
Yeah, man.
We must be on the foot all the time.
I telling
you. You understand? But Father say, enough is enough.
Enough is the fucking enough, man. Yeah, man.
The truth.
Yeah.
Pinch.
Thanks, my sister.
It's all out there. It's all out there. And may God continue to bless you. Bring it out to the world and showing us.
Yeah, man.
And all those who are behind it. And we saying we ain't putting it on until we get justice for this child.
Straight up, my sister. Yeah, man.
Brother.
Thank you.
That's all I want.
Yeah, man. Respect. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Bro, USA.
Yeah, man.
Callers, they are on point. All the your listeners are on point. But you see that guy that is on your show there, the Prime Minister? That's the same guy that told the Guyanese people the helicopter incident is still under investigation. That crashed like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I could remember. Still.
So he again saying there's an investigation ongoing. You'll never get anything from these people. No. The international media has that helicopter crash as pilot error, but they couldn't go back on what they did because they already gave the pilot a state funeral.
Wow.
So if it's pilot error, how come you're a hero?
I telling you, boy.
That's this thing has started a long time ago.
You see that?
And another point is be careful that the sheriff security is an arm of the PPP government.
We all know that. It is.
Yes.
Yeah, my brother.
And it's sheriff security, sheriff hospital, sheriff pharmacy. It's an arm of the PPP government to be in place at election time.
I telling you. Straight, my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
And it's all political psychology. They put the black prime minister in front there. It's always happens like that. Put the black person to pacify the black people.
Yes.
That's what they do. You have to have a devious mind to deal with the present government. To stay a step ahead of them. Justice will only come from the people of Guyana, not from the government.
Real talk, Father. Respect that.
Later, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Straight up, big up yourself, call upon that. Big up yourself and big up the female before that. Thank you. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to stop. And this doesn't only go for the government that is in power now. If the next government that go in power slacking, I'm here to skin them up. I'm here to talk about it because why? I am not meant to no political party. I am doing this for equal rights and justice. I have kids that is home. What about my kids' kids in the future? What are they going to be going through? I have to study about them. You know what I mean? So I don't want people to feel like I there with no political party. I don't believe in political. I burn all of them because all of them is the same at some time. Anyway, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, dear.
Yes,
God bless you. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, man. What's your take on this, my sister?
I in Guyana here. It is so hard to speak out.
I telling you,
But
I hear.
as for sheriff security, the owner would have put in up front, he ain't the owner. The owner is the PPP. You understand? And the black jackass, I sorry for him.
I shameful.
What I
I
put-
shame.
I call him a black jackass. I don't even care if they come after me anymore. He is a black jackass. And they got a lot of them. They got one of them named Dr. Love. Just the cussing up Martin for a life.
Okay.
You hear? Yes, not for them taking by the crumbs of the bread what they get in the little 2 million contract and stuff. Got them feeling they proud and proud with them. I know it's the crumbs they get.
I tell you, them ain't know what's going on with these people, them and
But
them.
I
man.
know me ancestors, them vex and they take over. And this Adrianna case gonna bring all to justice.
Straight, my sister.
We have to get justice, and we're gonna keep
Yeah,
praying.
man.
We're gonna keep praying. We're gonna keep praying. God don't sleep.
Yeah, my sister.
You see how everything revealing.
Of course.
You see how peace is coming out. God is love, and I trust Adrianna family to stay strong, stay blessed, and you also stay blessed.
Stay,
God is
thank you, my
love.
sister. Love all time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. This will be talking about 347-801-6231. Phone lines are definitely open. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, on a real life level, I am so ashamed for this prime minister we got. And indeed, I'm surprised that he came out and actually did an interview about the situation. I'm surprised. But let me get back to what I was saying. I like the callers say they're using this strategic strategy with putting him in front. Definitely 347-801-6231. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Yeah, my brother. What's your take on this?
Buddy, I call him from Tushan, Guyana.
Tushin. All right.
Buddy, this thing will take place. Is everybody feeling it? Everybody feeling it, buddy. Yeah. Everybody feeling it.
Everybody,
I
yeah,
just
man.
come off the road. You understand what I'm saying, brother? And get a little history about this place, Double D. Double D Hotel was a rum shop.
Okay.
First man who did there, following in front of his father worked when his father was alive. Father knows so that he worked the rum shop there. The words of the father say one thing. 10 more like this, I can be a rich man.
Wow.
What does the first one? The other day, a girl dead in the room. She went swimming and she go up in the hotel room and they find she dead. Good. Then the next one is the bag now, the mechanic bag, where they find back in the pool where they went missing. Find in the pool.
Yeah.
Good. Then this girl here. Well, we didn't left in this girl here. We didn't left in she at all.
There was enough.
There's enough. Enough is enough. But, you know, sometimes you have to, they're quiet. Sometimes you have to talk, we have to talk and say what you have to say.
Straight up.
At the end of the day, it doesn't run in. You know where there's government and the police force trying to tell these guys, these people, where they see with a bare eye, where they see with an eye, that where they see the eye, don't happen for truth.
I telling you.
Don't happen for truth,
we delusional.
What happens with them telling you?
Yeah, we delusional.
What happens with them telling you?
I telling you, boy, these fucking these people them, I telling you, boy. I want if these banner ain't got cheering, bro.
Ask me the question.
I want if these banner ain't got cheering, bro.
They ain't a sister, they ain't a brother, they ain't a nobody.
You know what I mean? And I watch, brother. Tell me something. If you don't think this like me, I know for a fact. You know if it was Jack D or him for Ali fucking daughter, you know what would have happened. It would be a different fucking situation, bro.
But the person that don't get killed, the person
I
that
telling you, buddy.
even if it's the wrong person, the person that don't get in jail, don't get charged, don't get put there in an investigation.
Long, bro. And these man and them dragging the foot like them ain't got no children or it couldn't happen to them, bro.
I can tell you something, I'll tell you a secret, right? The information going on like this man is some family to
I hear that the other day I hear though. Somebody called me and tell me that this man is family with Infinally or somebody, one of them.
You understand?
And he says,
And this life is not no easy life, buddy. We living in this country. You understand? I'm a racist talking with you. I got dread.
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying, brother? And I feel this thing like me. I got 3 grandchildren, is 11 years old. 3 granddaughters are talking about you, buddy. And I'm telling you straight up from your heart, talking as a black man talking. I want you to listen to me carefully.
Straight.
I did in jail today. Trust me, I did in jail today.
Selassie,
you know the reason why?
What?
As I would have, be cheering them, mix on them and miss on a lot of them with a thing in right. But the grandfather them and easy.
I telling you, bro.
Because I got all of them fucking hogs, brother. All of them, all the policemen out and every day you're finding something.
I telling you, bro, some people want to take it lightly, bro. I know what I telling you, bro. They better thank God the girl father is a humble fucking man, boy. Because
but remember, I can't tell why living right. The guy, some Hindu people tell me the girl was choosing, And
bro,
this thing happened, but this thing happened that in a way,
Bro,
this thing happened in a way,
go ahead.
Brother, this thing happened in a way, brothers, that it happened at the hotel, but if she didn't choose me, because I remember they and every policeman and everybody know the family of this girl.
Good, this
they
right
were
here.
known to one another, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was the one who was chosen out of bed, but according to the Hindu woman told and tell me is that it got at stop at the hotel and not at the house where she live in. Cause up to now, nobody would know what going on.
What's gone by? Wow.
You understand? I know the drum, you must be talk to this grandmother, for the grandmother carry them the body.
And this grandmother is who? Is who?
Your grandmother, the girl grandmother, we'll carry them to the pool.
Okay.
And what trying to tell this girl? Them in the inside the place half an hour, you know. Not even 20 minutes.
I'm telling you, boy.
And this thing happened, but you see what happened now, everybody didn't thinking because they really thinking they could have come into here and ask anybody to get 2 pit bull or 2 German Shepherd for run the hotel.
I'm telling you, bro. Straight.
And you wouldn't know. And you wouldn't know exactly what going on.
Somebody in Guyana need to open a sniffer dog company association in case if things like this happen. We ain't got to rely upon the government. You know what I mean?
If I tell you something, if I tell you something, me alone got 6 pit bull.
Okay.
I know, but remember some people that shocked for so I handle the dog because remember it's grown people got bad dog and they so I cool them down because one for know who's me.
All right, my brother, don't say far till I get the next call and hear what they're going to say, right? Thank you for coming on. Love all time. Love and love alone. Yeah, for guys, 2 to 3 minutes. I'm not going to be going over that because people trying to get in. Somebody called me the other day and said, oh, God, I trying to get into you. Lord, I mean getting into you. You know, she want to get into me, but I know what she mean by getting into me. I mean, she want to get onto me. Anyway, 347-801-6231. Phone lines are definitely open. Bro, big up the caller just now we talk. Bro, if anybody been following this YouTube channel here from ever since we started to talk about Adrianna, since the Adrianna situation, would hear when I said about the spiritual realms. People just don't pick up people like that. You have to be chosen. God say, hey, you know something? This is the girl. You understand? But I got a feeling them say, this is the girl. Olan Carlo. I think them said, this is the girl. And then them explain to them that, yo, this girl is going to cause chaos. But yeah, I got that point. Yeah, I said them said, oh, fuck it. We going to go through. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. I'm calling from New York.
Yes, sweetie.
Anyway, my take on this, we all know this girl was murdered, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, can they investigators pull up satellite images to see who placed her in the pool?
Aldo.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the investigation is going or what they're doing, but I think
So wait a minute, my sister. I'm asking you this now. Because it seems like you got a good knowledge with what's going on with these REMs. So you're trying to tell me that even if they could get satellite footage, even if they don't have CCTV footage from around the community to see who put this girl in the pool, you're trying to say they could get, if they try, they could get that?
Of course. I mean, with investigation into murder
you see that
thing.
Okay,
see?
sweet.
They
Okay.
could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all
with
right.
the investigation, they could ask the government. They have satellites all over the place, right? So I'm 100% sure, and it happened in the morning. It didn't happen in the night.
No, it didn't.
So I'm 100% sure they could get satellite images.
Wow.
I hope someone that's listening take this idea.
Thank you, my sister. Yeah, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you have a lovely show. Thank you.
All right. Hold on a minute, Carla. Hold on a minute. Just a minute. I'm going to let you through. Hold on. Let me just get to say this thing. Turn on your TV for me, please. Before I get this Carla here, that is crazy. If they could get a satellite footage, would be great if they could. That's why we really need different heads of states, of countries to get involved with this. Turn on your TV for me, please, Carla. I could hear you through the phone, and it's going to echo back through the mic. Can you just turn it down for me a bit? Oh. Okay, you're live. Jesus Christ. Here we're going on now, right? I know y'all want to hear back yourself when y'all speaking, but if you guys have the television, the tablet, the phone, whatever device you're using, loud to like turn up or you're watching it when you call, it's going to echo through back the mic. So I'm urging you guys, when you call and you get in, once you get through and I answer your call, please lower the volume or mute the volume of your television or whatever device you're using. Okay, you don't have to hear back. You could hear it back after. I know it's something with y'all just like hear back yourself. Or is that y'all is watching at the program while y'all calling. so you don't know what's going on. But I'm telling you, once you get through, turn on your TV for me, please, okay? Turn on your TV or your device. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show. Where you calling us from? Hello? 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 Jesus Christ. I never see craziness like this. 347-801-6231. The phone lines are open, guys. Let me know what's your thoughts. Remember, guys, please turn down your TV. The person, they call me just now. They're watching at the TV same time. They don't even hear and I saying hello, hello. But nevertheless, yeah, this government really feel that we're stupid. And you know what I'm very, very angry about is that the Guyanese community right now, whereby they're saying that they can't even talk. Even if you say that to you, mean like the government coming for you, for lock you up for find out why you don't like the government. Come on. You know how much people I don't like? They got so much persons I don't like, and they got people that don't like me. Ain't nothing wrong. Hello, good morning. Wait a minute, guy, my friend. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
I just want to say, in this life, I want the world to know, as you being my brother, don't be ashamed of nothing. Because you know what I said, to each his own.
Mm-hmm.
To each his own. Yesterday when I get up from my bed, forget up for go work, getting ready for go work. And I put on the TV and I hear what the PM saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat around the bush when people asking you a direct question. It's not even a blatant lie, brother. You know what it is? Compulsive liars. They're compulsive liars, boom. They're trying to just sweep this under the rug. They're trying to do everything, but this is one thing I want you to do. Don't give up. Keep the truth running. Keep the truth alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the truth keep the show running, even though when it's finished and all.
We keeping
and
it
the
rolling.
truth comes up because even if the Guyanese people feel afraid, brother, in some way to speak out, the world is speaking out.
Straight up.
The world, and there's more people in the world that sit in Guyana, true?
Real thing. That is true.
And you know what it is? Yesterday, when I go pick up my kids from school, I go pick up my little son and my little daughter from school. Me and this African lady, she come from Africa, she come from Ghana. We always say hi and talk. And we get into a conversation. People even at the school in this country, brother, talking about disappearance or talking. This is worldwide. And the government can't open their eyes, brother. Now, this is the next thing. They say blood is thicker than water, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they take water to wash blood away.
I love that one. Mm-hmm.
They say blood is thicker than water, but it's water does wash blood away.
Straight up, my brother. Yeah, man.
You understand? And they said, family and blood is two different things. Because we can be blood, but we're not living like family.
No, we don't.
You see? But I like what the sister just said. I like what she just said.
Mm-hmm.
She said, she hit right on the point. She said that love, and we got to keep going together because enough is enough. And all who don't want to stick together, is them is the one gonna boil. It's them gonna boil, brother.
Big up yourself, my brother. Yeah,
Let me tell you something, brother. In this life, we do not do this to other people. And I like what you said, is they trample on black people and they want to put black people under the heel. They've been putting black people as footstool for a long, long time. And you know what I don't like about them? My own people, I don't like about them. They come so nice to you. They'll come so nice to you, but within their heart is something different. What comes from your mouth is not what is in your heart.
Straight up.
And what's in your heart doesn't come from your mouth, but your tongue is a weapon. You see it? It's that praise all the time. I wake up. I wake up with Yeshua. I go to sleep with him. When I rest with him, I don't sleep because I know the truth.
Yeah, man.
You know, not was called, but only few were chosen. And if God demonstrates that man to lose his life, brother, in that way, and that is a demonstration of God, that means that Rasta man is with God. He's in heavens right now. You get me?
Respect, Father.
That means he's in heaven right now because God used him as the vessel. You get me? He is the vessel of the truth right now. And the government, brother, I wouldn't say I'm ashamed of them. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Fuck of them.
They should be ashamed of themselves. Because to each year, imagine the Philip, the PM, and you can't answer no question. Don't beat around the bush. Don't beat around the bush. This is not a little boy game.
No.
This is a life that's been murdered. And the world knows this child has been murdered. So what is Sunday hiding?
Where you
If
hiding?
the world don't open their eyes and see him, and they're still hiding, no, the devil need to come out. Because what's in the dark, you always take light to root darkness out. Am I right?
Real thing. Thank you, my brother, for coming. Chill, get the next call.
Darkness.
Yeah, man. Love all time,
And
my
I
brother.
will tell you this. I don't believe in religion. You see me? But their religion sacrificing people.
Yeah.
Sacrificing kids, especially black children. That's what they're doing. Even dog look at me like my own.
All right, my brother.
I know about it. That little girl was mixed with Buck, she mixed with Indian, and she mixed with African descent. What they did was wrong.
Big up yourself, man. Respect.
That's why we all up our show and don't give up.
All right, my
We
brother.
not going to give up.
Nah.
We ain't giving up.
Respect, right?
Ain't
Love
no
and respect.
giving up. I don't tell them, ain't no giving up. No matter how much you said, ain't no giving up.
That's all. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, McCall. Let me get the next call. 347-801. 347. Yeah, guys. 64. The number is 3470. John knows what. Why am I getting mixed up? It's right on the screen. 347-801-6231. The phone lines are open. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Look like we're not gonna get into anything else. You know what I mean? Like, this topic case is gonna be crazy because imagine this is my prime minister. You know what I mean? And this is what my prime minister is saying. You understand? I don't know what's going on with me, Prime Minister. But I know a lot of persons are trying to get in and didn't get in. The phone lines are definitely open. Huh? We go back into the show. Good morning to my sister. How are you doing?
What's going on? I'm great. Big up you Guyanese people. The caller, they're on point. You understand?
Yeah.
They're sheep in wood clothing.
Tell you, bye.
Let me tell you something. This story hurt a lot of people. You hear all the man talking? Everything the man says is truth, you know.
Straight.
It's on point. There's facts. You know what I'm telling you? This story hurt a lot of people, including me. You understand? Because this story there got me appetite little like this. Like an egg. You know what I'm telling you? Yeah, the story hurt me. And let me tell you something. I can't watch the video, you know, when the father come. When the father, the crying and say my belly, tell me that my daughter in there. I can't watch the video. Every time I watch the video, I staring up.
I tell you, it's crazy.
Me, 11-year-old. This come and ask me, Mommy, what happened? From since the story, that is a very, very painful story. You understand? And they did that child a lot of things. That's why they got to pay.
Real
You understand? And the same PPP government, they got to arrest themselves. Because guess what? They got to stop the world from speaking out. Not only Guyanese people. That's who they got to stop, the world. Right? And I know a lot of Guyanese people going to get courage and they're going to come out and they're going to talk. You understand? Because they would got to kill the whole country. And I say Guyanese people shouldn't back down.
No.
This is the time for them because guess what? The mother's con got to come out. They got to come out.
Got to come
we
out.
We don't need them.
Got to come out.
I next short night going back to Guyana.
Yeah, man.
And cast me vote.
Yeah, my
understand?
sister.
They got
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah, sister.
They got come out. And all Guyanese, I would encourage all Guyanese, go home and cast your vote and get them out. It's far too long they've been doing these bullshit.
Yeah, man.
You understand? It's far too long. And I thank God for the internet. You understand what? The neighbor come out and sign the gun video. They threaten the neighbor. You understand? This is how these people operate. Dictator. This full dictatorship this go on with. You understand? No other guy needs to talk out. Y'all talk out.
Talk out.
That's what the internet is there for. Y'all keep talking.
Love my
Keep
sister.
talking.
Yeah, man.
Understand? Yes, big up my Guyanese people. I love y'all bad. And we 100% will support me people there. You understand? Don't worry with them slave like James Bonds and them. They're going to find out their own.
All
the
time.
time.
Love.
You understand?
Respect.
Because whenever done, I Guyanese to the bull. I go home every year. Even when I in Guyana, like talk and let it throw me in jail.
Love my sister.
I can talk. I can
right.
talk all the time.
Good.
Big up.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my brother. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I just want Isaac Guyanese. That guy we had up on the screen. I never saw him in my life yet.
I'm telling you.
So no, he's the prime minister. And the police that had the guys down and telling them turn down their face, the police was thieving and putting things in their pocket, but they don't want the guys them to.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's red in Guyana, man. It's
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Yeah. Let me jump back into the video. Let's see what's going on. Let me hear what Crappy's saying.
Action of the police force.
Well, I appreciate your response. I do think, however, there does need to be a press conference, and our professor alluded to this earlier, and I believe your statement was that they are a separate entity, but I do believe that the government of Guyana can stipulate and mandate and require the police department to issue a statement and to have a public a press release, because the Guyanese people have questions similar to the pathologist that the professor mentioned earlier. I think at this point it would be pointless, just in my perspective, to do so now retrospectively. However, I do think that just as a medical professional, I don't think that it was appropriate for, as much as I respect the president of Guyana, he's not a medical person. And so him reading a report does not really give a true picture of the pathology report of the postmortem that was conducted. And so I know this is after the fact.
Okay, guys, wait a minute. Just got a caller. Hello, good morning. Hold on. Sorry, dear sir. Can you start over again? Sorry about that. Good morning.
Good morning. Calling out to Brooklyn.
Yeah, my brother.
All right. First thing is, this guy, the prime minister, I keep hearing you saying the prime minister, but I know who he was. I keep telling my cousins, man, that's not the, Jagdeo is not the prime minister, it's Anthony. Yeah. Here he said, footage don't lie. I guess their footage don't lie, but the other people footage is lying. Next thing is, Guyana is run by a lot of puppet, and there's only one puppet master. That's Jagdeo.
Jagdeo.
Yeah. Next thing is, they're not covering up. They're covering over everything. Because we seen that they're putting everything under. You see, it come about investigation. And America wants you to do something, right? The police don't investigate the police. You can't get the police to investigate the police.
Okay.
America have the FBI, and then they have something bureau that investigate, which come together with the mayor, the governor of which state to investigate a crime that they feel the police committed.
Okay.
You understand? So
Alright.
Guyana need to, they want to be like America. And they're telling you, the police going to lie on the police because they take a vote together. And police do not turn on police like that.
Okay.
And when
For
in
real.
a place like Guyana, where they have more bad cop than good cop, which is outnumbered, the good ones can't say nothing.
There's a good point you make there, Mossy. That's why the good ones ain't coming out because they can't say nothing
because they're afraid.
Right.
They're afraid. You see the puppet master? You hear we just talk to the people? He talk to people anyhow. He's a puppet master, Jack Dio. All of me from Ali, the commissioner, all them, you have a string, even to the prime minister, you see what you got to do? Come on, bro. You come out for saying that you have daughters and granddaughters.
Aye.
And then you gonna talk like that? You selfish. You're selfish because you're about yours. I see that you said that. Let something happen to one of them. I want to hear if you want to come out and say what you said this morning.
I tell you.
On that shit. You see, when it don't happen to you, like I said, when it's not happening to you, you don't feel it.
Yes. Who feels it is who knows it.
Knows it. And I want you to look for this song by Nazio and play it for me and let everybody know. All right? Truth will reveal by Nazio Frontier. Truth will reveal. Play that song and you're gonna bring you to life. Are you listening?
Respect,
keep up the good work. One love.
Love a load could do it. I tell you, Carl would just call in there, say if you could find the song, right? And just send it to my WhatsApp would be lovely. But I run this song here so before. Cause this is one of my favorite right nowadays. This is one of my favorite. You understand? Where do we take two more calls? Two more calls. Hello, good morning. Welcome back to the show.
Brother. You see this thing with little PPP doing, that locking up people for free of speech?
Yeah.
They know election coming up, and they know people not going to vote for them, so they're locking them down.
Yes.
For all those time.
Yes.
And then they're going to lose them when the election done.
Straight.
This is what they're doing. Full dictatorship. And the Prime Minister, he do a lot of covering up. From how he speaks. He's an intelligent man. He cover up a lot because the whole government is a cover up. And the man will just call and say it's a puppet. It's a real puppet show because Jack Dio is the man who pulling all the strings. Jack Dio is the man.
Real
you see, back in the days, you know how much people, you know how much heads on Jack Dio when they had the phantom crew. Yeah. A lot of people kill out.
Yeah, man.
The man is not no easy man. The man is all about himself. The man running the country for so long, and the man know ins and outs. And I want the Guyanese people to come together. We need to unite to vote these people out. You understand? Because this is the people who get our country stagnated. Our country is not developing. There's just so much of little islands we don't have the resources of what we have. And way ahead of us. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
So this is the man who's selling our country out here, and people are not seeing it. Even to the Indian people, they're not seeing it. They're just looking at racism. They need to come together and say, you know what? Did we guys do this for the youth them for today?
Yes.
The younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Because in due time, next couple years, bro, our grandchildren and our children, we're going to be worse than Africa. You see how they exploit Africa? The West, because Jack Dio stooped to the West. He's selling our country out for next to nothing. If Bonham and them man must be groaning in the grave. Because Bonham would have never sell out our country. They got to pay 60%. You know how much royalty we getting on wheat aisle? When we feel we're the fastest economy rolling, yes, but we getting crumbs. It's like you cut the apple in pieces and it just give you less than a quarter for a barrel of oil. If we go them, timber, the man sell out the country, bro. Big time. Internationally, worldwide, the man sell out the country.
Mhm.
If you check back, it's foreigners coming and exploit me and go and carry away tons of gold, oil, and them places. You see places like Trinidad and Suriname and them places, look how they looking out for the country. And then people developing. We get the most resources and enough of the islands. And this man just selling our country out. He don't care about the people them. He don't care about the people them literally. We Guyanese people need to come together and unite and get this man. We need a new change. We need a new president.
Mm-hmm.
Left out AFC, KFC,
Winky.
PNC.
Yeah, Winky. Let somebody else go in, man.
Give somebody a chance. Give somebody a chance. I used to watch Glenn Lal's show. The man make a lot of sense. Glenn Lal is
I love Glenn Lal. I love Glenn Lal.
But the man make a lot of sense, bro.
Yeah, man, people need to listen to the man, boy.
Yeah, the man make a lot of sense. And the man there in it long, you know. The man on PPP was good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see Jack Dio just beating around the bush, just doing a whole heap of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Glenn Lal know the whole ropes about them. Glenn Lal know when they lie and everything. Anyway, my boy.
Thanks, my brother. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, McCall. Sorry. My finger hit the button wrongfully. You know what I mean? You know, that's so crazy at this moment here. So to know that I shame like dog for this man here, so. You understand? This man with the right here, we are seeing. Telling me them thing, boy. I telling you, 2 more callers. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Canada.
Yeah, my brother. What's your take on this?
Oh my goodness! I was listening from since you started this morning. That guy, Mark Phillips, is a real stooge.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real Uncle Tommy, man. That guy, oh my goodness! But you know what? You cannot bury the truth. The truth is going to surface, and to the end, they're going to lose. I'm telling you. But you know what? I was shocked about the crime chief. He didn't have the common courtesy to give the lawyers, them who represent the family, a hearing. The guy asked him the lawyer asked to see him. He had an appointment. He's not out of the country. He's in Guyana. Why can't he see the lawyer? You watch it, right? The incident with the lawyer who went, I think it was yesterday, to ask him some question about the investigation or everything the man asks them. Oh, they're still doing this, they're still doing that. Let me tell you, they take black, as you said earlier, everything that you said is true. They take black people for granted. They think they can oppress us and continue oppressing. But let me tell you something. Somebody has to give. And sooner or later, do I agree with what the people are doing during the demonstration? No, I don't like when they rob people, but they have a right to demonstrate. That's a part of the Constitution. We have a right to demonstrate, and as long as you don't kill nobody or rob people, that part I don't like. But they have a right to demonstrate, and the point is they want to. Yesterday at the meeting with Jagdeo, you see what they implemented, more security camera. Soon they're gonna get security camera in front of each and every black people house to oppress them, to know where they go and who they talk to and all these things. That's bullshit. This is like North Korea. You know, North Korea and China. Man, let me tell you something. It's going to come to an end. But we have to stand up. We have to hold one end. And for the RCMP officer who's leaving, I don't know. I hope and I don't think they can push nonsense. They might want to weigh him down and push him around. You understand me? They're not giving him all the information and all these things. But sooner or later, he's not going to take it right from them. No way, shape, or form. So if they think they're going to get away with it, no, it's not going to happen. And my friend, you have a wonderful show, and you give everybody a chance. And thank you, man. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, man. That is how we do it. Hello, good morning. Yeah, man, this is how it go, man. I'm definitely, and that's why I created a platform. Not only for me to talk the things, but you guys could definitely express yourself. You know what I mean? Because definitely we are seeing that these guys are literally taking us for fool. They're literally taking us for idiots. They're literally taking us for jackasses. And we need to put a foot down or our feet down and let them know that, yo, we know good what's going on. We know good what's going on. I tell y'all, the world are seeing it. The world seeing what's going on. And I'm going to be here forever. God have me here for a purpose. God made me create this channel for a purpose. Like I said, I have multiple channels, but this is my biggest channel. All my rest of the channel, if it's under 1,000, 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers. This is my biggest channel that is 9,000 going into 10,000 subscribers. And God make me create this channel for a purpose. He did. Like I said, I'm not aligned with no government official. I do not believe in government. I don't believe in religion. I'm a spiritual being that was put here on earth as a messenger of God to talk. You understand? To be real. I can't up on the fake side. That's why I'm not on the fake side. I'm on the real side. And who can't take it real? Y'all do not subscribe to my channel. If you can't take it real, unsubscribe yourself. Because I'm not here to please you by being a jackass and believing in what people say and not having that mindset of order thinking to know right from fucking wrong. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Hey, morning. I'm calling from Antigua.
Yeah, my brother. What's your take?
You know, I look at the Prime Minister, right? That guy had looked like, you know when you play with Crapo, and then they pop up, you know, you kind of...
Yeah, they program me.
Big, okay.
They program me big time.
You know. Now, you know, I call the talk on this a topsy behavior. Looking at this, we know the Prime Minister rubber stamp. Right? He's completely rubber stamp. So there's nothing to really get better from him.
Of course.
But that autopsy, from the beginning, you must expect the same thing to the end. Because those guys leave Guyana went away because they're afraid to give out the right information about the autopsy. They give out, and what they instructed us is to give the people what they want to hear. You understand? Tell the people what they want to hear. So, like, tell them, you know what happened? Okay, this girl died from jungle. Because if this song thing come out, this white believe this white people is a fucking fighting. Because they lie, they don't have the truth.
Real thing. Straight.
You understand? They lie, they fucking lie. And you watch this Prime Minister coming out and talking to people on the television. It's total humanist. Total fuck with it. You understand?
Yeah, bro. Yes,
We
uncle.
part the police force independent. We part of the fucking independent brethren.
This
There's a
why
chain of command come down now.
that's what I'm saying.
Infant Ali put forward that commissioner of police. That commissioner of police put on the commando. And there's a chain line of fucking people. So everybody work under one fucking command. So there's no difference. So don't fucking begin, man. Talk like fuck people on the radio, misleading black people jet.
Misleaded. Red tape. Big up yourself,
I
uncle.
thought the foolishness, the rubber stamp money got going on and doing a set of fuck jet.
Yeah, because you program. Yeah.
Fireman, big up yourself, bro. You understand? You're doing a good job.
Respect.
Keep the guard going up there.
All right,
Respect,
bro.
man.
All right, uncle. Yeah, man. Thank you, uncle. Thank you. And thanks to every single body that definitely saying, yo, they respect the work that I'm putting in. Because guess what? This is not a channel who come for talk about politics. This is a channel that create for talk about truth and rights. That's why it's named Let's Talk the Things. There's a lot of things that people want to talk about. There's a lot of things that they're to talk about that is not right. And there are people out there not getting to talk because why? The government trying to put us on mute. And that's not right. Despite Trump is in power right now, they got a amount of people that talking against him with the craziness that he's doing. Are you seeing these people locked up? Are you seeing these people muted? Are you hearing these people are threatened for their life because of what they're saying? No, because why? Freedom of speech is legal. It's not illegal. Everybody have the right, have a point to say, to mention, to speak. If something is not going their way, the citizens of the country, if they are feeling offended, if they are feeling unwanted, or should we say unneeded, or even if they feel like they're nobody by the people that is running the country, why aren't they having the ability or even having the chance to speak out and say, yo, I don't like how minimum wage is. I don't like how the light is, water. I don't like how the police force treating people out. I don't like how the government doing this or doing that. Where is he seen? Will you got to lock up somebody or make some issue or some statement or do some press conference whereby you're saying anybody talk about the government or that's totally fuckery. That is stupidness. Everybody got a right to speak out. What you got to do is tighten up on the slack holes that you have. Tighten up on the stupidness that is going on, whether it's in the police force, whether it's in the medical field, wherever field. Your ability is to listen to the citizens and make sure they are all right. Not collecting the money, not collecting the inheritance, or collecting what you're seeing. And then you're coming out to talk about proper infrastructure, road, and how much money you spend on school. And we don't want to hear about that. We do not want to hear about that. We want to hear about the justice for Guyanese people. Because that is our biggest problem in Guyana. Injustice. You understand? Let me get back into this piece.
But these, as you said, these are scenarios that we can learn from, so that we can do better moving forward. Hopefully, we do not have a scenario like this moving forward. Which brings me to my next question. Guyana is rapidly developing and growing in terms of resources in recent times. What plans are there to utilize some of these resources to expand our capability or your capability to perform diagnostic tests and extensive tests that don't require days to be shipped abroad, etc. In terms of pathology and in terms of diagnosing and really coming up with reasons for situations like Adrianna's death. What plans are there to advance in our diagnostic testing in Guyana?
Well, the last the last point you made there is indeed the question. Before were just opinions, but I will answer the question. You know, what we're doing in Guyana today, we're utilizing the wealth to reform and rebuild and improve everything, every sector in Guyana. And in the area of forensics and forensic sciences, we've invested in purchasing equipment to modernize our forensic lab. And we also have Guyanese who are identified and are currently ongoing training through what is known as ITEC, you know, the Indian Technical and Cooperation, Indian Technical and Education Cooperation Program. We have a number of Guyanese who are undergoing training in forensic science, and we have professors from India who are stationed in Guyana now conducting training for people. So the combination of capacity building and the capitalization, purchasing the equipment that are needed and modernizing the whole facility is ongoing as I speak. So we get in there where soon, sooner rather than later, we will be able to do those tests in Guyana.
Thank you, PM Phillips. I want to tell the audience we're going to go over a little bit today. This is a very, very, very important edition and segment, and we also have the parliamentarian that's going to come up pretty soon. So please stick with us as we continue to delve into this Adrianna Young strategy. Listen, Jeff, we have a diverse platform here. Jeff is a white American, Caucasian American, and he would definitely like to ask you a question because, like I said to you earlier, Prime Minister Phillips, this is garnering attention from every part of the globe. Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning. And JR, I missed last week's, I was sick and I missed the discussion, so I'm a little behind the curve on all of this. But some of the questions I think revolve around the video and the release of the pathology report that the coroners did. Why are they not being released to the public? Am I incorrect in what I'm hearing that the coroner's actual report was not released in its written form to the public?
The report is with the Guyana Police Force, and only today in today's paper, the lawyer representing the family did mention that he will approach the Guyana Police Force to have that report. So I can tell you the report is...
And did he get the report? Did he get the report? This is the fuckery we're talking about. The Prime Minister of Guyana, Mr. Mark Anthony, says that the police have the report. And remember, this statement, this interview was done the day before Adrianna, lawyer, went to the commissioner to have a conversation about these stuff. But he is saying that they have a report, but when the lawyer go to the commissioner, Mr. Hickins did not give him no statement upon nothing. But we are hearing that the Prime Minister, Mr. Mark Anthony, is saying that the police do have a report. You see the level of fuckery going on. You see the stupidness going on. You see how they making or trying to make us fools. Because if you are the prime minister of this country, Guyana, and you're saying from your own mouth that the police, the commissioner, have report, but did not give a statement about this report to the liar, and the liar, is supposed to get these statement if they are representing Adrianna. Why did you wait until when the liar asked you, didn't give you no answer, but then the next following day you release the statement? That what really showing we? What is that showing us as Guyanese citizens? How, where we should really put you guys, think about you guys, sanction about you guys, in what manner we should go and say, yeah, the PPP government good, the PPP government all right, they're wonderful, when these are the things that is being said and occur. Guyanese people, you need to wise up. On November, I don't know what date it's set in November, but on election day, Guyanese people, come on, we need a new face. We need to give somebody, every new person need a chance that we could know who really real from fake. And we could see it on Jagdio's face whenever he do a press conference. Yesterday, press conference alone, we saw how Mr. Jagdio was. You understand? But love you guys, man. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all keep the vibe up. This is where I'm going to pull my curtains down. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. You know what I mean? We're going to try to come back later down as it's Friday. You know how it goes already. Tomorrow we're going to do a show exceptionally. Sunday, I'm not going to do no show. I got some movements to make, but definitely we're going to be back here Monday. You don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is my day off. We're going to do, listen me carefully, these are the schedule for the show. Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be here on the morning. Wednesday, we're going to be live on the evening. Thursday, Friday, the same time, 8 to whenever. Because I reschedule the time, you know what I mean? I reschedule the time. I'm not going to do a 1 hour show because maybe it's a call-in talk show. So definitely the show is for those persons to call and give their views. So what's going to happen, like I said, listen carefully. These are the dates for our live. Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday on the morning. Wednesday, we're going to do a live on the evening at the same time. Then Thursday, Friday, the same thing. And Saturday, we're going to do a show definitely in the morning also, okay? So you guys know what's up, man. I want to thank to, Jesus Christ. Shout out to Zibaya for the $2 donation, man. Thank you for Zibaya for the $2 donation. Shout out to everybody that always donates something to the channel, whether it's super chat, whether it's super stickers, or you guys drop something in the what's you know what I'm talking about. Drop something in the Cash App, or you guys could definitely be a member of the channel. All right. Hello. Good morning. Turn on your TV. Turn on your TV. Yeah, good morning. Turn on your TV for me, please.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. Where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from London, my brother.
Yeah, my brother. What's your take on this?
Yes, my brother. This is a big pile of shit we're dealing with right now. All the factory leaders in our countries right now. A big pile of shit we're dealing with right now. And they're in charge of all the wealth of the countries right now.
Aye.
You see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, they're paying off all different outside states, our world leaders to not get involved with this They're trying to clean up all the mess right now. Yeah. They're trying to clean up all the fucking mess, and right now we're gonna end up seeing. You see the brother at the swimming pool with the bleach on his hands. Right now we heard he's in hiding. So next minute they're gonna try and end up saying he's dead. They're gonna execute him himself. They're gonna do it themselves. You know what I'm saying, my brother? I like what you're doing. You know.
Respect, brother.
I like what you're doing.
Respect.
But at the end of the day, these fuckers are in charge of all the wealth of the fucking countries. And there's so much other countries out there are sucking out oil. It's not only America is sucking oil, you know. There's so much other countries are sucking oil right now. And the whole world is watching, and people should really, and the reason why they're not going to get the FBI down there is because they're so dirty. Them themselves going to straight away get locked up. A lot of things going to bounce back to them, my brother. A lot of things going to bounce back to them. You know what I'm saying, my brother?
Yeah, my brother.
That's why they're getting bare people that's retired, some retired fucking shit to quiet up this thing right now. But they're up on a pile of shit right now. And they're trying to cover up. And right now they're going to drop a couple bodies, and they're going to say those bodies that they drop is the people that commit the fucking crime. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Bless up.
Thank you, man.
I like what you're doing. I'll keep it up, yeah?
Respect,
Love.
my brother. Love all the time. I want to thank Rihanna. Thank Rihanna for the donation, the $2 donation, man. Thank you. Please turn down your television caller. Turn your television down. Hello, good morning.
Bless up, my brother. One love.
All right, my brother. Yeah, man. You know the thing go already. Shout out to Rihanna for the $2 donation. Yeah, man. Donation. That's what we're talking about. You know what it is. Like I say, you guys could donate to the channel whereby purchasing a super sticker or a super chat, or you guys could be a member. You understand? I'm urging all of my subscribers to be a member of the channel, please. I'm urging you guys. If you're rocking with me for your feelings, if you're rocking with me for a cause, if you're rocking with me for a purpose, I really, really would like it if you guys be a member of the channel. It's just $2 a month. Can't kill your pocket. You guys know I'm bringing incredible information. You guys know I'm rocking with you. Definitely. So if you guys rate me, you guys love me, you guys appreciate me, you guys are definitely going to subscribe to the channel. You're going to definitely drop a donation. You're definitely going to be a member of the channel. All right? Shout out to Mado. You know, check in. Big up to yourself, my brother. Shalom, you don't know it goes already. We're going to take two more calls, and we out. All right? Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
I am in New York.
Okay, sweetie. What's your take on this?
My take on it is I definitely think it's ritual. And here is why. That's a tiny girl, and there must have been another way to remove her from the property. But the last and most important step seemed like they had to submerge her in water. So if you think back, you'll see a number of celebrities when they die, or when they go mysteriously dying or missing or whatever. Oh, she drowned. I think we have Whitney's daughter, Whitney's daughter's boyfriend, and in India, what was her name? Sri Devi, I think. One of the biggest Indian stars. But there's a lot of this thing about people dying mysteriously by drowning in the bathtub. And then there's the repetitiveness of the drowning in the pool at that location. So that's what makes it feel like ritual to me.
Straight up.
Because you could get rid of her any other way, right? Why did you have to do that? Even though it looks really, really bad, there's like such a commitment. It seems like there was like a big commitment to put her in that pool.
Straight up, my sister. Yeah.
So that's just me.
Thank you so much, huh?
All right.
All right, sweetie.
Be well.
Yo, it's crazy, man. Thanks, everybody that definitely check in. That's it for the show. That's it for the show. No more call is going to be taken. Thanks to everybody that definitely check in, definitely give their opinion, give their point on how they take this situation. As we just now show the Prime Minister of Guyana. I'm so ashamed because all the time I think that Jack Dio was the Prime Minister of Guyana, but now we get to know that they do have a Prime Minister of Guyana whereby his name is Mr. Mark Anthony. But we see Mr. Mark Anthony came out and definitely hasn't pushed us no further, but still keeping us in the same situation that we are. So basically what we are seeing here is that is bullshit. Bullshit. You know, they got this memes where everybody try to say, bullshit? Bullshit? That's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. You understand? Yeah, man. Let me see if I could find the song. I don't know the song, and give me I'm not gonna play the song. No, let me research the song, know what's going on, and I gonna know if I'm gonna play the song because I don't want to get copyright. Y'all ain't gonna set me up for get copyright. Y'all know YouTube. YouTube stupid bad when it comes to certain thing. I know Rihanna, you send me it. I know you send me, but still, I don't wanna go and play it as yet because I don't wanna mess up this chat here. You know what I mean? I don't wanna mess up this life. And like I told you already, YouTube is a very stupid platform when it comes to music. Vanessa Johnson. Wow, thank you for the $9 donation, Vanessa. Thank you for the $9 donation. Oh my God, yo. I gotta definitely say thanks. Definitely, man. I want to say thanks to all those persons that definitely donated something today to the channel. Appreciate you guys, man. And like I said, you know what I mean? I'm a dude whereby don't like to beg and these sorts of stuff, but YouTube is a platform whereby content creators like us, when we are definitely current on the scene, especially when we prove to people that we are real and we are for them. Yes, we definitely appreciate and look out for donation from you guys to the channel. You know what I mean? It's making the channel more better. It's making the channel more proper for you guys. You know what I mean? So let's start the things, TV. Love you guys, man. You know the thing already. Donation is a must. Yeah, that's $10. I know it's $10. That's the $9. Big up Lee we go. Let me go. All right, go. Let me go. Say it's $10, bro. For sure, fam. Bless up. Yeah, man. Big up to everybody. And like I say, I'm gonna keep always coming to you guys. I'm gonna keep always bringing the sauce. Wherever information I got, I'm gonna continue bring it to you guys because at the end of the day, we are fighting for Adrianna Young and we are fighting for everybody. Yo, a lot of donations are coming in, man. Yo, Vanessa sent a $5 donation. Shout out to the $2 donation from Joshua, or it's Joseph. Yeah, Joseph, sorry. Joseph, thank you for the $1 donation. Vanessa, thank you for the $5 donation, man. Yo, thanks to all those persons definitely donating this time in the morning. Yo, I'm crazy with this shit. And I'm definitely joyful for seeing y'all donation. Y'all people are crazy. Y'all wait until the end of the show then to start donating me. Like, I still appreciate it though. But nevertheless, man, wait a minute, let me see what's the name of the song. Let me see. Let me see what Vanessa sent to me. Wait a minute, guys. Vanessa sent me the song. Let me see if I could.
Yet they got my love at all. Talking about peace. Yet there's no peace to be found.
Yeah, man, that's a piece. That's a piece of the song right there. I don't want to get the song is by Nasir Fante. You guys could see? All right, good. You see, that's the song right there. You guys could go and do a research about the song. No Love, Nasir Fantes, or Nasir Fantine. No Love. So you guys could definitely go and research the song. I'm going to check out the song today, see if it's copyright related, and then tomorrow I'm going to play the song if it's not copyright related. But if it is copyright related, I cannot play the song because I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, guys? Peace and love. Thanks to everybody that definitely come out. Thanks for all your donation, guys. I love you, man, from the bottom of my heart. If you guys continue like this, you know what I mean, it keep motivating me to go and go and go and go and go harder. Please, you understand? So once again, thanks for all your donation. Peace and love. We out of here until tomorrow. See you guys.